Hi, Chi Alpha. It's Dorothy here. I hope you all are healthy and are able to wrap up this school year well. I can't believe I'm graduating. These 4 years went by so fast, and I'm so grateful to have found Chi Alpha on my first week of Stanford. Immediately when I came to Stanford, Chi Alpha, I was just like, wow. They literally sang a song that I had listened to that day, so I was like, obviously this is where I'm supposed to be. Needless to say, amazing community and so many awesome memories throughout the years. I want to share a few of the lessons that I've learned at Stanford that I hope will be encouraging to you guys. The first is that peace is the mind of Christ over your life. It is the mind of Christ. Peace is perspective. It's not just this calming feeling that we associate peace with, although it often does manifest as that feeling. Peace is being able to see things from God's perspective. When you are in a state of anxiety or fear about something, it means that we're not seeing something from God's perspective. We are able to have perfect peace in Christ. It is possible. That is not to say if you are dealing with anxiety and fear, like we all do, right? We're not perfect, but God's perfect peace is always available, and we should latch onto it. We should profess it over our friends' lives as well when they are worried sick about their internship next summer. Tell them, hey, this is the truth. Tell them God's perspective on their life. Especially if they're not Christian, because they'll be like, I didn't see it that way. Yeah, that is how we can really be an encouragement to our friends. It also doesn't mean that we're going to have all the answers right away. It doesn't mean we'll have perfect clarity or that we'll have answers, but it does mean we will trust God no matter what, that He is always for our good, that He believes in us so much. Which leads me to my second point, that God believes in you more than you believe in yourself. God believes in you so much that He sent His Son to die for you so that we can be a blessing to others in this world, to tell the good news of who He is. Wow. The fact that God believes in us so much means that we can be assured that He made us for a good reason, that we are meant to do excellent things for God. And I want to say this because I dealt with such one of the hardest parts of my time at Stanford was when I was doing electrical engineering and I sucked at it. And on top of that, I did not like it at all. I was so stuck and confused about why I was studying this thing that I thought God had told me to study. And God brought me to a point where I realized I had made a wrong decision. I heard wrong. And I had to have the humility to tell God, okay, I heard wrong. I need to change. I need to do something different. And by God's grace, I somehow ended up in architecture. Not sure how. I love it. The architecture department at Stanford is the best department at Stanford. Amazing community. I know that you guys might not agree with that, but that is to say, I've been immensely blessed by the fact that, by this truth that God believes in us and we are meant for great things. This is true. If there is something that you're pursuing that is obviously either you do not like it or you really are not good at it, really not good. Not just you'll become better over time, you really are bad at it. You might want to think again. God created us to be excellent for His glory. Another thing is that, as Christians, I find myself often worrying, am I doing enough for God? Are other people seeing Jesus in me? And something I have to remind myself is that, yes, people do see Jesus in you. It doesn't mean you're screaming Jesus in their face. It's just by being who you are. We each are special in our own way. And I think about the time in my life group last year when we did affirmations, and literally all the things I got from everyone was about peace. Everyone was like, "You're so peaceful." And I'm like, really? And it was the same thing for all the other people in my life group. They got the same words of affirmation, because there is something in you that, like, Jesus made you with an aroma to be the aroma of Christ. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, just be you, and you will share Christ in your own special way. It doesn't mean you have to be like crazy radical. If you're not a super outgoing person, like if you're shy like me and more introverted, like you are still shining Christ in your own way. So just be confident in that and be encouraged by that. The last thing is that God is often up to something bigger and better in our lives than we can ever imagine and we can ever expect. And a lot of times, there will be things in your life, hardships as well as amazing blessings in your life, that you don't realize are blessing other people. You just don't ever hear about it. You may never hear about the way that you bless someone else. But we are always meant to be a blessing to others. So just an encouragement that no matter what you're going through, God almost always has like multiple purposes for the things that go on in our lives. And we will never know or understand, but as an encouragement that God is so great and amazing and is always on our side, a God of reconciliation and restoration, of love and of peace. God bless you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.